Hi everybody, this is Rachel with my accessibility evaluation for a program that we use at in my district for math, and it's called enVision Math. In my classroom, my students use this daily during my blended model math. It is an online math program to introduce and review concepts, and what I primarily use this for is my students access the video that we will look at and the self-directed quizzes on their own. And then I sit with them and we go over content and concepts and vocabulary and different things like that. So here's an example, a screenshot of what the students will see. This is a picture of the video that they will encounter during their time when they're watching the video. And then I've highlighted a couple different things. The text at the bottom is read out loud, and the same picture will stay up as small pieces change. So the 15 times 12, right now you see a 2 highlighted. Those change as they go through the video, and then specific parts of the model are highlighted, and that will change as the narrator is reading different parts. This is a screenshot of the quizzes that students take. This is the best that I could get it, as large as it would go. So that is something that I will touch on a little bit later. A couple things that are really nice about this is the answers are read out loud when you hover over a question. So at the bottom where you see A, B, C, and D, when you hover over that, the answers are read out loud. The Cube 4 button are tools that students can use to assist themselves when they're working. There's a notepad, there's base 10 blocks, counters, ways to view fractions, different things like that. And it's an easy to understand quiz navigation. So you see you're on 2 of 5 and you can just jump back and forth between the questions. Alright, so before we go to connections in the text, I would like to show you what the video looks and sounds like. So here's a video, and their main thing that they want to learn is how do you record multiplication and think about this question during the lesson. So here's a little bit of the video.
Marcia picked oranges and put them in 12 mesh bags. Each bag had the same number of oranges. What is the total number of oranges Marcia picked? Which operation will you use to find the total number of oranges? Multiply to join equal groups. Find 12 times 15. You can use an array to model 12 times 15. The array will show a large rectangle with 12 squares going up and down and 15 squares going across.
So as you can see, each time something new pops up, there is a sound. I might skip through to get to the part where I took a screenshot of the video.
You can show each factor as a sum of tens and ones. So 12 can be shown as 10 plus 2, and 15 can be shown as 10 plus 5. The large rectangle is broken into 4 smaller rectangles. Now you can find the number of squares in each smaller rectangle. Each small rectangle of the model shows a partial product of 12 times 15. You can use an expanded algorithm to see how the small rectangles relate to the multiplication. First, multiply by the ones. 2 times 5 equals 10. This product is shown by the green rectangle. 2 times 10 equals 20. This product is shown by the blue rectangle. 10 and 20 are partial products.
Alright, so I'm going to stop there. The video continues on explaining it in much the same way. Go back to some connections to the text. So before I do move on, the video just takes some time to show the student what they're learning and what they are supposed to be focusing on, and it breaks it down pretty well, especially with that topic. So some connections to the text. The web accessibility guidelines for the concept video, the color, it uses changing color to highlight where students should look, as well as sounds and beeps to show where students should be looking and to let them know that something is happening. In 2B and 7, captioning, the video is captioned by the curriculum company, and I have to say that's one of the really nice things. So the kids don't have to focus on reading, they can focus on math, which is what they should be focusing on. For the page 9 in the Web Accessibility Guidelines, usability, the program is not available on mobile devices, but there's no need for extra software to be installed. The students can access it online, and the book is available online as well as in an actual paper book to support the video content as well. The review quiz, the captioning, answers to the questions can be read aloud when the mouse hovers over the letter choice, and the same thing with the usability as with the concept video. So in this case, the review quiz, there really isn't much to show with that. The screenshot that I had is pretty much what students would see. It doesn't change as much as the video. The ebook, you can zoom in and you can go through the entire book. It's really not user-friendly. There's very small buttons and lots of different things, and they are not easily identified throughout the book. Some connections to making the move, the text that we are reading. The concept video has math problems and words are highlighted as the video progresses. Intro lessons are included. So at the beginning of each topic, there's a little video intro that lets students know why they are learning what they're learning. Students are available to view the video as needed. They can watch it once and then go back to it. Different manipulations are highlighted and change colors throughout the video, as you saw. Other key elements are highlighted, and text, audio, and video are provided to meet multiple learners with multiple intelligences. The review quiz is check for understanding, is provided in the form of a quiz. It is black and white. You cannot zoom in on the text. Only the answers are read aloud, and the questions are not read aloud, as I have stated before. With the book, you can zoom in and highlight parts of the online textbook, and you can write on the book. You can use your mouse to draw on it and circle and underline things that are important. Some connections to UDL. Key concepts are exemplified in more than one way. The ability to pause at some points, but not every time. So the video has self-pause points where you can go back and read, but you cannot pause at a specific time to write down any notes or anything that the student would find important. And vocabulary is pre-taught in the videos, and it clarifies unfamiliar syntax, makes references to prior knowledge of the students. And the review quiz, as I said before, it's really not that user-friendly for students with disabilities. So some of my final thoughts on this and some changes that I could make. I can't make any changes to the videos or the quizzes themselves, but I could add some things to them. I could provide fill-in-the-blank notes as opposed to taking open-ended notes, or opposed to students just sitting and watching the video and not doing anything. I can ensure that there is speech-to-text for the quizzes and double-check all the videos. So I could record readings of the quizzes. And one thing that I feel very strongly in is that we are testing students' math ability. We're not testing their ability to read. They do need to be able to comprehend what they are reading, so that could come to be a factor in how the students are doing. But as long as we take that out, especially for students that English is a second language, if we can read it out loud instead of forcing them to focus on reading, focus on understanding what they should be doing. Some other adaptations I can make are to eliminate videos and quizzes that are higher level thinking or more of why we teach, and this will be case sensitive from student to student, and I could provide more explicit examples that support what they saw in the video and make sure that students can use screen magnifiers for the quiz. Overall, my final thought is that the video is a great way for students to be able to see the concepts they're teaching. They're really user-friendly with the noises and the different colors and the things moving, and I definitely would want to incorporate some sort of notes for students to take to follow along with the quiz to make sure that they are focusing on what they're learning and not on another website or zoning out somewhere else with something else that's going on. The quizzes are not user-friendly, and I could potentially eliminate these and create my own, or make sure that I make it accessible to all students. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing your thoughts and opinions about the video. I really like it, so I wonder if you guys agree as well. Thanks for watching.